Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're looking ahead to Friday, November 14th. We have a very, very nice slate of games here today for the NBA, and we're definitely going to dive into it. So, hopefully, you guys all did pretty good last night. As normal, if you guys do go ahead and enjoy the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button as well for more NBA, Fanduel, DraftKings, and Prize Picks lineup advice videos. This was last night for premium for one of our subs, so definitely not too bad. 376.5, and this was given out to all of our premium subscribers. We had Keontae George, Nembhard, Allen, Alexander Walker, Johnson, Brooks, Mobley, Akambu, and Nurk. Grayson Allen unfortunately got hurt during the first half last night, or this easily could have been a 390 plus because he had 19 in the first half. But yeah, overall, and once again, really, really good one for us. If you want to come join us, $6 for a day pass. That includes two lineups for only $6. So basically $3 per lineup, and we can do that for FanDuel or DraftKings for you guys, or we can do one of each. Just let us know. If you guys want to get in, check us out on our Twitter. That will be in the comment section below. Click that link right there. We'll take you to our Twitter. Give us a follow while you're there. And we'll also follow you guys back, message us, we'll get you guys all set up. If you do not have Twitter, no worries. We can send it to your email and also message us through email. Our email will be down there as well. Copy that and message us. We'll get you guys all set up and you guys can get in on today's action for Friday. Without further ado, let's go dive into it. Some of these games we're not going to go too into, like this first game, Nets and Magic, 222 and 14.5. Yeah, so this first game, not really into. It's a really low total. Magic suck. I'm sorry, Nets are terrible. You got Igor, Man, Porter, Conley, and Claxton. These are just projected points from lineups. So it kind of just gives you a gist of what it's looking at. But yeah, overall, there's really not much going on. And then over here, you can look at Jalen Suggs. He's projected well at 5,400. If Silva starts, maybe you can look at him with Paulo Banchero being out, and then obviously maybe a little bit of Wagner. But I don't really want to spend up too much on Orlando. So if I'm going anywhere, I'm going to go look at Jalen Suggs. I think Black could be worth a look as well. And like I said, Paulo's going to be out, so you need to find someone that's going to have a higher usage. Tristan De Silva doesn't have a high usage, but if he's going to start at 3,900, he can get me 23, 24 fantasy points. So really don't mind going that way. All right, moving on to Miami and New York. Like I said, we're going to briefly go through some of these. We have a 239.5 in the Knicks by 5.5. So should be a good one. Brunson is not going to play in this one, so projected lineups is Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, OG, Townsend, Robertson. I could see McBride starting over Landry Shamet, but we'll just have to see what's going on. I would like if McBride started because then that gives Clarkson a GPP shot off the bench. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is a really, really high total. Someone's going to have to pick up, so I really don't mind Towns. I think OG or Bridges, one of them, obviously is going to have to pop off. So I don't mind this spot. It's a 238. Heat play at one of the fastest pace out there, so don't mind it. And then on the Heat, we got Mitchell, Powell, Larson, Andrew Wiggins, and then Ware as your starters. Don't mind it with Brunson being out. I really don't mind looking at maybe a little bit of Wiggins, Powell, and I think Mitchell. So those guys are all in good spots. It's a 239. It's a pretty high total over there. So gonna move on to Philadelphia and Detroit in this one. So we do got to worry about Stewart and Jalen Duran. Both those guys are out, or sorry, questionable. And then obviously, if they are out, Paul Reed comes back into play. But I think Jalen Duran could probably play in this one. But we'll just have to see if he does. I really don't mind this spot here against Philadelphia without Joel Embiid. I think Jalen Duran could definitely pop off here. But let me see. It's a 230 to 3.5. So overall, it's supposed to be a pretty close game on paper. Let's see. We got Maxey, VJ, Edwards, Kelly, and Bona projected. We'll see if that's the projected. Like I said, some people have some different ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if Drummond starts again. But we shall see. Um, I think didn't Edwards have a half decent game last time out? I don't pay attention too much to him, but I mean Detroit is a better defense, but yeah, he did. He had 32. Okay. I wouldn't really rely on him, but for the most part, Jalen Duran, maybe Maxey, maybe Kate Cunningham, but I just don't have a ton of cheaper guys from that one. All right, Portland and Houston. Another good one here. We got a 236.5 and a 7.5. So yeah, pretty sure he's Houston has a good one. I mean, is going to have a good game here. Portland's not the worst defense, but they're kind of middle of the road right now. So we'll just have to see. I really don't mind Eamon Thompson. I mean, this should be a good game. I mean, Alfred Sengun as well. Those are probably the main guys I'm looking at. And then, like I said, Houston has a really dang good defense. But if anyone's going to attack here, Denny Avila is going to be one of your main guys. And then I think Drew Holiday as well is going to have a half decent game. So those are guys that I'm going to pick over there. But if I had to pick for Houston, Sengun at 94 is pretty dang expensive. But, I think he's going to have a good one. Durant at 8,100. I know he's not, I mean, shoot, 42 and 40 in his last two. I mean, 81's not bad for KD and almost 240 total here. So Charlotte and Milwaukee moving on a little bit quick here. We have a 239.5 and the Milwaukee Bucks by 9.5. So Giannis should be back here tonight. There it is. So we'll see what's going on over here for the Hornets. I think I saw that LaMelo. Yeah, he's probable. So that's gonna, I think, hurt a little bit of guys like Con Knuppel. But like I said, they just played Milwaukee literally the other day, and Knuppel had 21.7, so he could have a rebound here. But we'll see how everything goes. On paper, Bridges could have another game. I know Ball's back, but I still don't think it affects Bridges too much. But his price isn't really cheap. Charlotte really struggles against power forward, and Giannis is back. He missed the last one, and we saw how Bobby Portis did pretty solid against them. So I think Giannis is definitely almost a must play, especially with Ball being back. I think it helps a little bit. Ryan's going to be out in this one. Diabate is going to get the start, but Milwaukee's really good against centers. On the other hand, Miles Turner I think has a good one here. Even with Giannis back, I don't mind looking at Miles Turner at 6,500. The Hornets are not good against centers, so definitely don't mind that one. All right, moving on to the Lakers and New Orleans. In this one, we have a 227 and 9.5 by the Lakers. Don't have a ton. I think, I mean, if you're going to look at anyone, Luka Doncic, I think Smart could be all right. Only 4,900. They got it projected at 26, so pretty good value there. Aiton's only 6,100, projected at 33. That's another guy that you could probably look at. Not too afraid of New Orleans Pelicans. Their defense sucks everywhere, so. Then moving over here to New Orleans, we got Fears, Jones, Murphy, Bay, and Looney. I just don't really have a lot in this one. I think maybe Herb Jones could be worth a look in some GPPs. He's cheap. He's been struggling a little bit, but he's only 4,900. He might get you 24, 25, but he's been struggling quite a bit the last couple games. But for the most part, yeah, I mean Luca, Austin, and maybe some Smart, but I just don't want a ton of exposure to LA. But Luca's not a must-have tonight, but Smart's a little bit more, like I said, a little bit more affordable if depending on what's going on. All right, Sacramento and Minnesota. Sacramento is just not doing good. 240.5, 11.5. Their defense is absolutely horrendous. I mean, we'll go check them out. I know we haven't looked at anyone, but Sacramento defense is just not good, folks. They're good against small forward, but that's it. Everything else they just absolutely suck at. Give up a ton of points, massive field goal percentage to these guys. And they're middle of the road against 3-pointers besides shooting guards. So, yeah, like I said, they're just not good. As you saw, they're really bad against shooting guards, giving up threes. So there you go. You got Anthony Edwards, you got Dante. And those are probably your two main guys to be looking at. And then you got Randall, and then you got Rudy down there. And who's going to stop Rudy? Like nobody. So, and he's really cheap at 62. Then you got Naz Reid. Sacramento does struggle quite a bit. Also, they give up 2.5 3-pointers, so Naz Reid might get you one or two, maybe get you a couple rebounds as well. So, Rudy, Randall, Edwards, and Dante are definitely the main guys to be looking at. I really don't have anything for Sacramento. Maybe Westbrook if Sabonis is out. All right, Clippers and Dallas in this one. We have a 219, 2.5. If anywhere Dallas struggles, they really struggle against the center position, and that is Mr. Ivica Zubac. 7,400 should have a pretty good game. See about 37 to 40 in this one from Zubac. So that's one spot that we're going to look at. For the Clippers, they struggle just everywhere. They really do. They're not that good of a team, especially on the defensive side. We'll go look at them here just real quick. Look at the 3-pointers. 3.5, 3.3, and 3.9 against shooting guard, point guards, and small forwards. So they are just not great at all. So maybe, like I said, if Davis is out again, you can look at guys like Max Christie, Cooper Flagg, Brandon Williams. Those are probably a couple guys to look at. PJ as well if he plays. If PJ doesn't play, maybe Marshall can be a half decent play for you. All right, moving on to last one. We have Golden State and San Antonio. These guys just played a little bit ago, a couple days ago, 235.5 and 2.5. So yeah, for the most part, it wasn't really that good of a game, and then turned into a good one there at the end. Victor, Curry, Jimmy Butler, Stephon Castle, they all popped off. Don't mind going back to Stephon Castle here at 8,100. Like I said, Golden State struggles against point guards, as we saw last time out at 48, had a triple double. So don't mind going back to Castle. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Golden State side in this one, but I think I'm just going to be looking at Victor and Castle again in this one. And another guy to look at is De'Aaron Fox. His price is so dang expensive, unfortunately, but I could see him getting you 35, 40, maybe having a good Fox day in this one. He hasn't had one yet, but he's just so expensive. Jonathan Kuminga is questionable, so maybe Moses Moody gets a little bit of run as well. So that's kind of what we got going on. Let's go plug in a couple guys here for you real quick. Like I said, I really don't mind this Detroit Philly game. I think it could be a good one. I don't mind either Cade or Maxey if Cade plays in this one. Moving down the list a little bit, Amon Thompson's all right. Stephon Castle, as I mentioned, both those guys would be in play. Fox GPP only. Cooper Flack comes into play at 7,100. Ryan Rollins is still in a good spot, even with Giannis back, because Charlotte sucks so bad. Like I said, I mentioned Westbrook and some GPPs. If Sabonis is out, Dante's in a solid spot as well. Brandon Williams, Jalen Suggs. So there's a lot of really good solid plays that we mentioned. Edwards, Thompson, Reeves, and GPPs. Stephon Castle. Um, I don't even mind going back to the well with Powell or Wiggins and GPPs. Let's see. If VJ is out, then obviously you can go look at Quentin Grimes as well. All right, just go through here a little bit more for you. Bridges still in play. Kevin Durant's not too bad. Tristan da Silva comes into play. Mikal Bridges, OG, one of those guys are going to have to step up with Brunson being out. You got Towns as well. You got Mitchell Robertson really cheap. In the big guys, I'd probably go Giannis. I do like Victor with the block upside, but I would go Giannis here if I had to pick. Randall's in a half decent spot as well, so it's kind of what we're looking at there. And then over at the centers, Townsend, like I said, really good spot. If Jalen Duran plays, I do like him against Philly. Zubac in a dream matchup against Dallas. Miles Turner, good spot, 6,500 as well. So some half decent plays out there today. So as normal, if you guys want to come join us for premium, it's only $6 for day pass. That's all it is. Our link will be in the comment section below. Click that link. It will take you to our Twitter. Give us a follow. And also, like I said, we will have our email in the comment section below. You guys can email us if you do not have Twitter. We'll get you guys all set up. Like I said, only $6 for day pass for 2 lineups, $3 per lineup. 376.5 last night with one of our subs, one in $52. Why not come give us a shot, or $30 for a monthly pass? So once again, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you liked the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.